What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and it's about that time, man. Randy Moss is here. I know you guys are excited. We're looking at JJ Watt. He's part of another master set with the Zero Chill promo, but you know, this is just a new overlay that they got going on. Like I said, guys, I tweeted it out. It's on Instagram, Facebook. We're going to be on Twitch shortly at GmiasWorld. Randy Moss is here. 99 speed easily because his base card, it looks like they gave him enough so that most people will be able to get him with like a +1. If you look at his card, you'll be able to see exactly what's going on. It's so crazy that they gave him so much stuff. Not only that, pretty much you guys are going to have to figure out a few things, right? Because with his power up, he goes to 96, which means he only needs 3. So he doesn't need the whole 4 with any type of theme team. So you can have +1 and +1 someplace else. Gonna be a beautiful thing, all right? But we're gonna go over some stuff with the fact that I told you guys that more than likely his 50 card would be higher than everybody else's. Go back and check the videos. Many of you guys were, yo, bro, no, it's not gonna be this, not gonna be that. I didn't second guess this. I first guessed it. I told you guys he has to be a 50 player because his dominance is like nothing that we've seen in Madden. I can go back to Madden 04 when Vic was on the cover and he was on the Vikings with Chris Carter, and he was one of the most dominant teams besides everybody that was running around using Michael Vick. Just so everybody understands that, like, this guy in Madden, his name rings bells in prison cells. Like, I don't know what that has to do with anything, but I just had to say it. So look, pretty much many of you guys are gonna be like, yo, Gmia, I know we can get a free player from the weekly 50 when we get to the max level. Let's go over that. So what we're gonna do right now is, oh, they got new things like that? Yeah, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing. Let me just get a gold player real quick, and then we're gonna go over what's gonna happen. Because if you guys have patience, in 2 weeks you're gonna get Randy Moss for free. Okay, 2 weeks. All right. Now it's gonna require some grinding. A lot of you guys that have been with the channel, you guys know how we do. We are a hybrid. Am I going to buy bundles for Randy Moss? Yes. Am I going to do things I'm not proud of for Randy Moss? Yes. Are those things, you know, probably, you know, I don't know, dude. Maybe go into a Good Morning Madden stream and try to get a dump truck? Like, will I stoop that low for Randy Moss? No. A lot of you guys think it's going to be yes. No. I ain't begging for no dump trucks. If EA wants to give me one, you know, I'll take it. But, you know whatever, dude. It doesn't really matter. Let's go over here and check out the max weekly 50, right? So you'll see right now, I'm at 88, okay? So week 13, it's 15 weeks. So in 2 weeks, you're going to get any player from weeks 8 through 15, and Randy Moss is obviously going to be part of week 14, right? Because we got 2 more weeks. I'm going to tell you this right now. That one card by itself could be suitable for anybody. The problem is the 97 speed versus the 99, it's going to be kind of weird if you only get the player. You're going to still need the power up, right? So this is what I suggest, right? Just hear me out. What we could do is we could complete the set, like when it comes out, even though it's going to be 96, you're going to probably have to use 86s. They're going to raise the bar for you to complete the set. The most lucrative way out of doing this, if you want the full Randy Moss, is you will still have to complete the set, but you will still get a free version of him with 97 speed with Sprinter or Brawler, whatever you prefer, if that's what you like. But I want to tell you this as a pro tip. Many of you guys already know what it is. We can actually complete the set, sell the top card, and just hold the power up and just wait. Because look, this is what's going to happen, right? The power up is going to be a gazillion coins for a very long time, because that's going to be the key to getting him to 99 speed at 6'4". So the top card is going to still sell early on. But if you wanted to get rid of that card and know that you're going to get the other card free in 2 weeks, you're going to make a lot more coins. The problem is, are we that patient? You see what I'm saying? Because ultimately what's going to happen is you're not going to get a deal on the power up, because everybody that knows football knows what Randy Moss is going to be doing in this game. Now, this is a game where crossers, you know, post routes, different things like that has been the meta. Randy Moss is going to bring the streak back. So even the biggest bums that play the game, they're going to start to throw, you know, they're going to start throwing streaks because he's going to make it that much easier to do so. With that being said, we have a lot of work to do. Now, number one, this is what's going to happen, right? Because he's a 96 overall, you're going to go over here to the 50 sets and you're going to see, right, with the exchange set, they just made it 85s. So more than likely, it's always been 10 above whatever the card was. So you do the, you know, simple math. It's going to be 86s, which means that your 85s, you're going to need 2 85s to make it 86. So don't be upset that EA got you. I told you this a month ago. And again, that's why I don't argue with people in the comments and all that stuff like that, because I understand what goes on. EA is going to do what they need to do to make the most money. It's a corporation. I told you guys, do not stack up on these cards and assume that the overall for Moss is going to be anywhere near what was here. And you guys, well, not all of you guys, some of you guys that are new guys, you, oh no, it's no way they're going to do all that stuff. Okay, now you guys see it. It's reality. So at this point, there's no real reason now to keep talking about it. We have to go now. What do we do? I would keep it. If you were stacking the 85s, just know that you're going to need double. Okay, so with this right here, whatever it is, it's 32 cards, you're going to need 64. All right, so I would just start buying up the 85s and just have double if that were to kind of, if it makes sense based on the way they've been doing it, that's what's going to happen. So look, you know what's going to, if people are smart, this is what's going to happen. The prices of these are going to raise right now. Because everybody, what is this? This is the 84s, so we have to actually go to 85s. We have to go check the prices for 85s. Because if you really want it to be tedious, you can actually go previous level and grind it all the way up and keep accumulating the 85s until you get to 64. And then Randy Moss will also, you know, be free for you. Well, not free, but you'll be able to get him as soon as he's launched. Because as soon as the set comes up at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Christmas Eve, he'll be there. All right? The only way you're getting a free card is obviously like the way I've explained it to you. You're going to have to wait 2 weeks. But look, now that we know that it is a 96, what if EA does something like, you know, they probably say, you know what? We're not going to do 2 this time. We're going to do 3. You see, like, EA does weird stuff. With Rich Gannon, you guys remember Rich Gannon with his set, how they added extra cards? That's why I'm really, really hesitant doing this as well, because I know a lot of you guys are thinking the same thing, like, let's just get 64 85s and just call it a day. But I don't know. You see what I'm saying? Because EA has to make the most money they possibly can make in 2 weeks off of Moss. But then the power-up is still going to be valuable. That's the issue. So what goes on right now is this. The 85s, at this moment, these are the prices, right? So if you do the math right now and you get 64 85s, you're going to be looking at a decent amount of coin. Like, this is a lot of stuff. You're looking at over $1 mil easy, right? So, you know, probably like 1.2, 1.3. What will be the value of Moss in both his cards? Another thing you can do, some of you guys that, you know, watch my videos, you buy bundles. The bundles that are still available right now, you can go ahead and do it that way and see, like, that's only if you wanted to rush it. Me, most of you guys are going to ask for my suggestion. This is my suggestion, because in this case right now, Randy Moss is going to be mossing all over the place for me, so I'm definitely going out of my way to get him. I'm going to get the bundle that shows the new 86s, because once the new 86s are there, it's much easier for me to then go back and then complete the set instead of getting more of it, and I'm going to probably lose. In certain cases, you might win, because if you have those cards set and you quickly do the set and then you sell Randy Moss, you may make a profit right off the rip, which a lot of you guys do. But this is a very dangerous investment, because again, I don't know if EA will add something extra or do something weird, because they know that we've been waiting for Randy Moss. This is actually the longest we've waited for Randy Moss in years. By this time, Randy Moss already had 2 cards, usually in some Maddens. So at this point, they have to make, again, they have to make as much coin as they, well, not coin, you know, money, real money. EA is going to make as much money as possible. So we have to be smart about this. How can we accomplish this goal without spending ridiculous amounts of coin and still get the Randy Moss power up, which is what we're going to need to max him out at the 99? That's our thought process. So again, even though I've grinded out the max weeklies and I'm only waiting for 2 more, I still have to figure out how to get that power up. That's the problem. The power up is going to be the major issue. Getting the free card is going to be like, all right, cool, we got Randy Moss, but a 97 speed Randy Moss versus a 99 is going to be a huge difference. So we're going to need to work on that. All right, so look, those are just some of the suggestions. Now, when we go to the pack section, because many of you guys, I will not be able to stop you from buying packs. Some of you guys has re-rolled that Isaiah Simmons card and made millions, right? So you guys are sitting on enough coins where you can just sit back and just wait and just buy it. For those of you guys that are in that boat, if it doesn't hurt you to snipe those 85s and just get 64 of them to just do the set, you might make a lot. Or it might turn out that you don't need all that stuff. that's the thing about it. You're going to need 32. They've been consistent with the 32. So when you're going to be doing half of it, obviously with the 96s, more than likely you're going to need 64. Is it worth it? I don't know. I'm not going to tell you guys, yo, bro, definitely do it. I'm just giving you guys that suggestion. Now, when we go to the actual packs, right? The pack situation is going to be a little sketchy because if you wait for it, look, EA more than likely, they're going to probably leave it the way that it is. Like, where are those 50 things at? Did they take them down? It looked like they took them down. EA is very smart. They took the 50 things down, so you can't even get those cards right now and start to stack them. If you wanted to get those other bundles, the $58 bundles, they were there yesterday. They're gone now. EA is not playing with you. Like, you're going to spend. You are going to spend, and that's the way EA likes it. So you can't really see or do anything at this moment regarding that situation. So you're going to have to probably wait it out now and have to deal with the fact that it is the actual 86s that's going to be part of the set, and then wait to see what the set requires. All right? But once everything is released, I will let you know what's going on. But I'm letting you guys know I will be getting a bundle for Randy Moss. Like, look, I've restrained myself. The last bundle I got was, I don't know, you guys got to check the videos in the playlist for Madden pack openings. It's been a while. We got to bring the pack goddess back out. We got to see what she's about. If she pulls Randy Moss, dog, she's going to Sephora. Like, there's no question about it. Like, there's not, oh, maybe you go. She is going to Sephora. And if any of you guys use your girl or whatever, your wife, your fiance to do it, and she pulls Randy, send her to Sephora. A woman's dream. But again, remember this, guys. We have to make sure that the set makes sense. Because EA did not tell us about the set. So before we start going crazy and starting to plan ahead, which I know a lot of you guys are raging because you have all the 85s, let's take our time and see what's happening. Now, as far as the unopened packs that I have, this is from Weekend League. So again, what are the chances that I pull anything good from it by taking the actual cards? I would say 0. So this is just a little bit of stuff that I have in here right now. It's not a big deal with anything that's going on. For those of you guys that are asking, about the packs, I just didn't open it. I just quick sold the thing for the trophies and, got the 50K and that was it. Would I open this, for Randy Moss? I'm not even really worried about it, but I'm going to hold on to it until further notice just in case, because like it's going to be, I have a feeling I'm going to pull Randy Moss, but you got to remember, pulling Randy Moss doesn't really matter. Like if I get the 150 and I pull him, I still may need to complete the set to get that power-up because that's how expensive that power-up's going to be. Just put it like this. We've seen power-ups go for as much as 500, 600K. People are going to be going crazy over that Randy Moss power-up. So you're looking at like 900 to 1 million coins just for the power-up. So it's going to be more cost efficient for all of us to complete the set. We'll get the free Randy Moss in 2 weeks. We can sell the top card, okay? Make whatever amount of money that is, 700, 800K, and just sit back, relax, and chill. If we wanted to get rid of them early and make the coins, or you're going to be like me and just have them full and go out there and just start mossing dudes. Whichever way you want to do it, it doesn't really matter. I just want to make sure you guys know that that's the plan. The power-up is the most important thing, when it comes to Randy Moss, because that's how we're going to achieve that goal of getting him to where we want to get him. Now, as far as Tyreek Hill and all these other 99 speed guys, you can keep those smaller guys if you would like. But for me, I would prefer the height. And Randy Moss being 6'4" and 99 speed is going to be a lot better suited. Obviously, he's a deep threat, so it's going to be 3 for route tech and all that stuff. But it might be worth it to give him that just because of what he's going to be able to give you on the field. But we'll dissect and jump into that more once the card is officially released. Let me know if you've already grinded through the max challenges and you're ready to get your free Randy Moss by writing Moss in the comment section. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You have an unbelievable day. One love, y'all.